Sherri Shepherd.
I'm a little bit tired. That little walk I did out there, that little run walk kind of thing, I think I ran too fast. My shoe came off. Oh, shoot. John, thank you so much for picking up my shoe and putting it back on my feet.
You just had your Cinderella moment. You lost your glass slipper and I had to give it back to you.
I sure did. But even when I was walking out there, when my shoe came off, I could picture Willie Sinclair III of the Sinclairs of Milwaukee. I pictured him back there going, oh! So thank you, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all look so good today. You look amazing. So, thank you. We have a great show for you today because Elizabeth Hurley is here. Woo! Let me tell you something. Elizabeth flew all the way from England to be with us today. I'm very excited, and I'm even more excited because my friend Mark Curry is in my lab lounge. Mark Curry from hanging, you remember Mark Curry from hanging with Mr. Cooper. And also, I did a show called Less Than Perfect, and Mark Curry played my boyfriend. And we had to kiss. Oh. Yeah, we had to kiss. I had to kiss Mark Curry, and it was funny because we kissed, and then the director kept having us kiss. And Mark Curry was like, why am I still kissing this girl? I was like, look, I'm one of the stars of the show. You gonna kiss me. So I'm so excited Mark is here. And, and I told you, John, you never know who may be sitting next to somebody here at the Sherri Show in our audience. And I'm so happy because my very dear friend, the bad girl of comedy, Lunell, dropped by to check out the show today. Oh, my goodness. Lunell, I gotta tell you, I'm so happy you came by, and I want to say congratulations to you, my friend, because it was just announced that you are returning to Las Vegas for a residency at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club at the Link Hotel. So, girl, you got a residency in Vegas. You out there. Are you excited about that?
Yes. I was there before the pandemic, and the pandemic is what put a kibosh on the whole thing. But it's at the Jimmy Kimmel Comedy Club in Las Vegas. Sunday nights, 10 o'clock, ballers only.
All right now. Okay, we getting ready. And look, Ann, you are so busy after the pandemic. You came out kicking. You are getting ready for a comedy special, which is produced by Dave Chappelle, yes?
Correct. Yeah.
Girl.
Thank you, Netflix. See you at the band.
Well, Lunell, my friend, I'm so glad you are here today because I'm going to check in with you as I get into some of these headlines. Because I gotta get your take on stuff. So Heidi Klum's fans, they are making fun of her because of her dogs. All right? Heidi took her big old dogs. Look at those dogs. These big old dogs for a walk. And people are wondering if she's walking the dogs or if they are walking her. Okay? Look at this right here. When I see this kind of thing always scares me because it means that you're not leading the dog. You're not in control. The dog is controlling you. And because these are alpha dogs, and alpha dogs, they are normally take the lead. And I know this because I have a Cane Corso, Lexi. My dog is 135 pounds. Okay, let me tell you something. You see the difference between me and Heidi Klum? And I'm telling you, Lexi gets mad because you gotta train alpha dogs. They gotta know you are the queen bee. You have to. And Lexi gets so mad at me because we'll be walking. That's 130 pounds. She's a guard dog. She's trained to kill you. And I will make it, we will be walking in the street and I got this thing called ha. And I'll go, ha! And right there, she'll sit in the middle of the street and she'll be stopped. And I'll go, ha! She gets up and we walk. And I'll go, ha! And then she looks at me like, bitch, what is you doing? I just sat down. John, it don't never sound like that. It always sounds like, woo. But I have to do this because I gotta make sure that she is listening to me. Because people, when you got a big dog like that, like Heidi Klum's, like, you know, Lexi, people don't think it's cute when you walking down the street. And this is the last thing they wanna hear. Oh, she don't bite, she's good. You don't wanna hear that. And you don't wanna see somebody going, stop! That's what you don't want to see. And I'm gonna tell you, you gotta keep control, because one day I was walking Lexi and I was daydreaming. I don't know what I was daydreaming about. And Lexi saw another dog. And when she sees other dogs, she wants to fight them. And so I didn't see the dog because I was just daydreaming, John. And Lexi saw the dog, went crazy, took me off my feet. I fell on my butt. And everybody who had dogs grabbed their dogs and was like, oh my God. You know, it's that, oh my God. And this was the worst thing, because me and Lexi, we the only black ones in the neighborhood. So, you got the double whammy. And we went, John, when I tell you, they was so upset with me, and it was just horrible, so I don't daydream, I don't listen to my music. But I'm gonna tell people, when you see a big dog, if you get scared, this is how you know if they're friendly. Look at their tails. If their tails are wagging or just kind of hanging, they're fine. If you see a lot of dogs that just bark, all they're gonna do is bite you and they're gonna run.
Not bite you and run, Sherri.
Well, yeah, because it don't hurt. Like, they might nip and they'll run. If they...
Might be a little bit of blood and then they'll run?
A little bit. No, but see, this is what you don't want. You don't want that dog, like my dog, they just look at you and track you, like, where you going? I'm watching you. That dog right there, that dog gonna kill you. Those are the ones you wanna be stiff, just like a tree. Don't move, don't look at them in the eye. And you guys, when you go up to a dog, stop going, I wanna pet your dog, because don't do that. When you put your hand over a dog, that's saying to them that you want to fight them. Put a closed fist and put it in front of the dog, let them sniff you. And I do this because I trained my dogs to be, I had a Labrador and Lexi. I trained my dogs to be black people dogs. And I'm gonna say black people dogs, because it's a cultural thing. This is how black people are. We like your dog. We'll let your dog come sniff us, but then we like, gone somewhere, gone. Black people are like, look, your dog, I don't want your dog near my plate. I don't want your dog sniffing my crotch. Gone. Get that dog, get that dog. Now here's the difference. White people, y'all, I love y'all, but y'all mess up all my training, because whenever you come to my house, you like, come here, give me my... Y'all don't mind them dogs kissing on you. You let the dogs be licking all over your face. The black people be like, I got this is new. Get that dog off of me. So I train my dogs. They come sniff you and they go sit in the corner. But also, some people let the dogs sleep with them. They let them get in the bed. And I'm gonna tell you why this is not good, because as a single woman, it's hard to get your dog out of a bed when you want a man to get in the bed. I'm just saying that. That's just my little public service announcement. So, Heidi, I'm just saying, maybe you want to get Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer, but you got to get the dog trained, because otherwise the dog is going to be leading you, my girl. So just get the dog trained, you'll be fine. But this is the other one. Zac Efron. Is it Efron or Efron? Zac Efron.
Efron.
Zac Efron. He is not afraid to gain weight for a movie role. Now, Zac looks almost unrecognizable on the set of his new movie. The Iron Claw. He's gonna play a wrestler, Kevin Von Erich. Yeah. So now Zach says that he had to change his diet for each of his roles. Now look at this man's abs. Now I'm going to clap if you think that they're real, because they're so symmetrical. Yeah, he put in a lot of work. Here's the thing, like transforming your body. I don't know if I could lose weight like that for a role. I like to eat too much. I like food. Like I could do a movie where I have to gain weight. I could gain weight. I'm your girl. Like, if you want me to play a woman who's starving in the war, I can't lose weight. I'll be the fattest woman starving in the war. Because I'm gonna tell you just how much I like to eat, y'all. I can't do these kind of things. I had an endorsement one time with a diet company. It was like 15, 20 years ago. And they offered me all this money. And they said all I had to do was lose weight. That camera crew came to, it was that one where you don't eat any fat, you just eat meat and like vegetables. And so the camera crew came to, take my weight in front of, we was doing a big old commercial. I was hiding pancakes. I had pancakes. I had biscuits. And they came over and I'm trying to do the interview because we were supposed to be doing the interview. I kept falling asleep because my blood sugar done went up. They were measuring the fat in my cells and they kept going, you didn't lose no weight. And I said, the diet don't work. Needless to say, y'all didn't see me in the commercial. But I really love it when people transform. Like, Lunel, I would ask you, if you had to do a movie and you had to transform, could you lose weight?
In the words of the famous game show, if the price was right.
Okay, so I know, did you lose weight for your Savage Fenty shoot with Rihanna? Did you lose weight? So did you lose weight for this?
No, I did not lose a pound.
Because y'all know, and this is what I love about Rihanna, because Rihanna has a lingerie line called Savage Fenty, and she uses women of all sizes. She uses women who have disabilities, and she uses plus-size curvy women. And Lunel was one of the Savage Fenty ambassadors. So you did not have to transform. This is your whole body, non-Photoshop. This is all you, girl.
Well, what y'all thought? I mean, what you thought was above the head? I don't know what you thought.
Because you're body confident. I like when I see people transform, John. Because Charlize Theron transformed in Munster. That's how you win an Oscar. You get other. Matthew McConaughey lost all this weight for Dallas Buyers Club. He lost 50 pounds for the role. Now, see, I can't do all that. All my little movies, I do a limp. That's all. I'll do it like a little limp. I will bring down my makeup. I'll put on a different wig. Like for Brian Banks, when I did a Brian Banks movie with Aldous Hodge, you do a different wig, don't put as much makeup on me. I did a movie with Keke Palmer called Carlina White, Abducted. And they brought my makeup down, and I put a limp on it. I said, I'm gonna make this, and Niecy Nash and Kim Whitley talked about me. They made fun of me so bad. We were at the premiere, and Niecy said, why are you walking like that? And I said, heifer, because that's my character choice. I'm doing a limp, okay? I can't lose weight. All I can do is I can kiss and I can limp when I'm in the movie. If you got me playing an Olympic swimmer, I am not gonna lose weight, but I will limp in that pool. Y'all, don't go anywhere, because up next, the fabulous Elizabeth Hurley is here. And an activist who flew across the pond to be with us today. Would you please welcome the beautiful Elizabeth Hurley. Hey, girl, look. Don't run. Have a seat. Elizabeth, I was sitting here talking about Heidi Klum and her dogs. I have my dog. You have 4 dogs.
I do.
Okay, so tell me how you do your dogs, girl.
Well, I have Shivraj, Mia, Ava, and Minnie.
And Minnie.
And
okay.
Minnie I bred during lockdown. She's a little working Cocker Spaniel, and she was actually the runt of the litter.
Really?
And, of course, she was the one I had to keep. She's tiny.
She's tiny.
Black, beautiful.
Does she sleep in the bed with you?
No, none of them do, actually.
None of them do. Okay, so you may be taking my stereotype wrong. Do you let the dogs kiss you in the mouth, girl?
Do you know what? I don't...
She's like, I won't talk about it. But you love your babies.
I love them.
They're like your children.
They are. I don't encourage licking, but they lick. But I snuggle them.
Yes.
I love them.
Yes, that's what you have to do. You love them. And they will love you back. I swear I love dogs.
Yeah.
Now, I have to tell you, you have been a sex symbol for 30 years, Elizabeth. and honey, and I gotta tell you, I remember to the day when you were on the red carpet and you wore this Versace dress with the pins on it. You broke the internet. Do you still have this dress? What happened with this dress?
You know, I gave that dress back the day after I wore it.
Really?
Yeah, but it's a famous dress now, and it's had its own exhibitions. Nothing to do with me, but it's been in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. It's been in the Victoria and Albert Museum. It's part of fashion, which is again nothing to do with me.
Oh,
but
did you know that something like this would have happened when you got on the red carpet?
No, because when I borrowed it, neither me or my then boyfriend Hugh were really very well known at all, and I didn't have any clothes. We lived in a tiny little 1-bedroom walk-up apartment, and I was like, I've got to wear something. And somebody said, I know someone who reps some Italian brand. I'd never heard of Versace.
Yeah.
And I went round, and they had one dress, that dress. They put it in a white shopping bag, and I took it home. I didn't own a steamer. I didn't have a full-length mirror.
Oh, my
I never saw it, actually. I only saw it to here. So, until I saw it in the papers. It's quite weird.
Well, speaking of... and looked amazing in it. Now, speaking of that guy named Hugh Grant, I love the relationship that you had with Hugh Grant. I live vicariously through you too. And you are really good friends with him. He is the godfather of your son, Damien.
He is, yeah, he is.
Yes?
And I'm godmother.
Yes?
I'm godmother to his eldest child, too.
Really? Now, I mean, you got to tell me this because the secret to staying friends with an ex, because I'm always with my exes, I'm in court all the time. So you got to let me know, what is the secret for staying friends after you break up? Because you guys are really close.
Well, I think it was because we became family. And so...
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think we were really good friends. And family, we sort of became famous at the same time. We did all those battles at the beginning. We had no money. Suddenly we were working. You know, we didn't have any assistants. It was just us and, in those days, an answer machine. And then suddenly we had an office together. We went through a lot. And I think when you have that sort of bond, it would be inconceivable for me not to be his best friend.
Okay, all right, I'm taking that in. Now, the other thing I was excited to know when you came here. Now, my son is 17 years old. Damien, your son, is 20 years old. What am I in for? Look at this cutie right here. This is Damien. First of all, he looks like your boyfriend right here.
Yeah.
20 years old. Tell me what you got to go through. What do I got to go through?
Well, I think you've been through the worst. I think the worst for boys is when they hit puberty.
Yes.
You know, when they're 13, 14, 15, I didn't realise there's a lot of changes to men.
Yes.
More than I realised. You know, women, we have bodily changes, but we look the same, we sound the same.
Yeah.
We just get a little bigger. Guys, I didn't realise till I went through it with him, it's a huge change. Suddenly we expect them to be men. We're suddenly saying, open the door, stand up, she's come in the room, take that lady's bag, and we've really changed things for them.
Yes.
They suddenly have to really step up, and then hopefully they've stepped up. Has yours stepped up?
He stepped up.
Will he take your bag?
Well, I told him to hold the door open for the women, and one time it was a bunch of women coming in, and he was like, ugh, how long is this gonna be? So he's trying to step up. It's like women just coming. But you guys.
Do you have just one?
I just have the one.
Isn't it heaven?
It's so much heaven. I love them, but you know they grow up, and I'm trying to get to that. So I'm glad you gave me that advice.
Oh, that
you gave me. And It's so funny, you've worked so much. You have such a body of work. You did the movie Bedazzled with Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
And then you got to, he's having a resurgence with his movie The Whale, and you got to reunite with Brendan. How was that?
Do you know what? It was amazing. I mean, we loved each other when we worked together, but it was 20 years ago. And our paths had just never crossed. But I remember when we made Bedazzled together, he gave me this little silver bell, which he'd had engraved for me, and I've kept it on my dining room table. And every time I eat, I see it. It's right in front of me. So I felt that I'd known him all this time. And then for him to suddenly sort of step forth again and be recognised, it was just fabulous. And he's, you know, he's had battles himself over the years, and he's phenomenal in the film.
Oh,
I mean, just
my
phenomenal.
goodness. Yeah, that's a movie I'm really looking forward to seeing.
It's disturbing.
This is what, you know, it has been Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we've been talking to people in our audience who are survivors. And you do amazing work with Estee Lauder's Breast Cancer Awareness Campaign. Can you tell us about that?
Yes, of course, I'd love to. Well, I've been doing it for 27 years. I've been the global ambassador for the Estee Lauder's Breast Cancer Campaign, and I've been all around the world raising funds and awareness of breast cancer. And it's been sort of an extraordinary journey, because when I started, we didn't talk about breast cancer out loud. And that's really why this campaign was started, and why Evelyn Lauder co-created the Pink Ribbon, because nobody spoke about breast cancer. And she said to me, women are dying all over the world. No one is talking about it, and there's not enough funding for research so that we can cure this disease. So she started the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, and we started our campaign at Estee Lauder. And we've raised $118 million for breast cancer. Yeah.
Wow.
And she always said that we're going to beat this disease through research, so we need money. And in fact, I'm about to go and meet more than 200 of our research scientists in a minute for lunch, and they're going to tell us what they've achieved in the last year. Because they have made unbelievable strides in diagnosis, in treatment, but still, women are dying. 1 in 8 of us will be diagnosed in our lifetime with breast cancer. And, you know, we're not going to stop until that statistic is over and nobody dies of breast cancer.
Yes. So, Mama, Elizabeth, when you're not running around being, you know, godmother to Hugh, grandchild, and you know, having fun with Damien and with your dogs and raising so much money for breast cancer awareness, the research, are there any hobbies? I heard you like to make a marmalade jam.
I make marmalade.
You do?
And jam, yes.
Okay.
I love it.
No, is it 2 different things, marmalade and jam?
Yes.
Okay, all right, really? I didn't know that.
It is. Well, jam is much sweeter, and I make Seville orange marmalade, which are only from Seville oranges, which in England we only get in January.
Really?
So you have to be first to the shops and buy as many as you can, because they're these special bitter, they're disgusting, you can't eat them.
Okay, but you make the...
Oh, it's so delicious, yeah. And I make enough for a year in January.
So you have it, do you give away the little, the jars as gifts during the holidays?
I know I ought to.
Because I was just saying, you make it sound so good. I was hoping that you could send some from England over here. Would you send me some
that
of them?
I will. And it's a funny thing, because I make lots of jam, because we've got a lot of fruit in our garden, so I'm always picking blackberries or strawberries, and I make a lot. And I don't hoard anything. And I like to consider myself generous, but I'm not very generous with my homemade jam.
Okay.
I don't, but I'll give you some.
So you heard it here, Elizabeth Hurley, who's not generous with her jam, will be generous with her jam over here.
I will.
Elizabeth, I thank you so much for coming. I know you got a lot of stuff to do. It was a long trip you made, and thank you for coming here and stopping by the Sherri Show.
Thank you very much.
Now, for more info on the Estee Lauder Breast Cancer Campaign, go to SherriShowTV.com. Up next, funny viral kid videos, and just kidding, don't miss it. Where we bring you the funniest viral kid moments. Let's go. So first up is a video of a son getting revenge on his mother for not getting him a toy at the store.
Mama got a wig. My mama got a wig. My mama got a wig. My mama got a wig.
Okay, now you know, if that was my son, I would turn around and okay, boy, you better shut your mouth. Because when we get home, you going to see a wig. That's what you going to see. Now, next up is a little boy who reminds us to never give up. You know what this video reminds me of? It reminds me of what I look like when I'm swiping on Bumble. Hiya! 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 So our next video is of our stage manager, Mike's son, and it is a real knockout.
Can you show me the squishy dance?
Oh my gosh! Wait, we gotta see that one in slow motion. Let's see that in slow motion. Okay, this is all I gotta say is the Giants need to recruit that dog for their offensive line. But you know what, y'all? Mike sent us an update. Everybody's doing just fine. So this is our last one. And our last one proves that twins don't have everything in common. Look like he's thinking about all the bills he gotta pay. I mean, really. Now, you guys, if you have a photo or video of a kid doing something funny, send it to SherriShowTV.com. Up next, I'm hanging with Mark Curry in my laugh lounge, so keep it here. Since my next guest played the lovable and hilarious substitute teacher in the classic sitcom Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Yes. And today, I have to tell you how lucky I am that he is here with me to hang in my laugh lounge. Would you please welcome Mark Curry?
Yes. Duck your head. I'm gonna
What is Sit down. Thank you. I don't know. I gotta say this to you. I'm gonna say this. Do you take your shoes off? Too?
Yes, always.
You take your
Dennis Rodman.
Okay.
I love it. I love it. Yellow and green. Look
That's
at
it.
She's like a 78 Cadillac. Sitting on Vogues. Gone, girl. Looking good.
Mark Curry.
I stole everything out your green room.
Oh,
everything.
gosh, please don't tell me
You
that.
got some good stuff. I stole everything. eBay. Look on eBay.
I'm so excited you are here.
I can tell the way you look excited. I'm so excited that you're here.
Because if I laugh
Just
anymore,
going anymore.
I'm going to cough if I start laughing anymore.
Okay, go ahead.
I know. Halloween is coming up, Mark.
Yes.
Now, are you a fan of Halloween?
Look, I got Halloween socks on. Look at that. I love Halloween.
Oh
Halloween's a good day. I feel sorry for crack addicts on Halloween because they don't know it's Halloween.
No, they don't.
They don't know it. Is that Batman? They go Superman. I thought he was bigger than that. Oh, there's some good stuff I'm on. But see, I got daughters, and Halloween is expensive. It's more expensive than Christmas.
Yes.
Because those costumes cost $50 a piece.
Yes.
And back in the day, my mama didn't buy that. My mama said put boxes on us. That was it.
They put a box on you?
Mama put boxes on. What are we? I think we UPS. I don't know. What? My brother, she told, turn your coat inside out. Who am I? You yesterday. No, go on, boy. Go get that candy. Go get that candy. Go get that candy. My mama was like a pimp. Go get that candy. Go get that candy. Go get that candy, baby. You're looking good, Superman. I'm Batman. Well, you Batman, Superman. Go get that. And take that pillowcase and put it right back on my sheets.
Okay, now you say, Mark, you say the kids today, they just have it way too easy.
Yeah, yes, they do. Don't you agree, kids?
Yes, they do.
They don't, come on. If the internet go out, they go out. I heard my kids arguing. Spell encyclopedia. I said, whoa, what you arguing at? Is it Alexa? It's not. I said, look it up. Never mind. Siri. Wait, they done.
They done.
They done. They don't. We didn't have internet growing up. We didn't have you know what the internet was? Daydreaming. That was it. With some sweet grass in your mouth. I'm gonna be somebody. I'm gonna get a talk show one day. I'm gonna get a talk show.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it was. And so, what is your thoughts on the opposite sex?
The opposite sex?
Yes.
Female, ladies, one thing, you cannot lie to a woman, am I right?
You sure can.
Women turn to attorneys when you lie. They wait. Don't they? They turn to attorneys. They wait right before you're about to make love. Can we talk? They turn on light like it's the first 48 hours. You in there sweating with a drink. And she running it down. She know it. Read the text that you sent me 2 days ago. Read that text. What does it say in your own words? Go ahead. What does it say? Okay. Listen, women listen to the background noise. They don't care what's going on. The background better coincide to what you're saying. See? So where are you at now? You at McDonald's? But I heard a fork drop. They got forks at McDonald's? Okay, yeah. Have fun at your little friend's house. All right, click. Play that. They know. You know it. You know it.
You do know.
You know
oh my
it.
gosh. And
And I like my seasoned women. My seasoned women. There you go. Where you at? Pop that. See, seasoned women use their shoulders. They don't use their hips. Their hips out. They use their shoulders when they think. And they chew gum to stay on beat. I'm with you.
Okay, I can't. Oh gosh. Now you say.
But seasoned women got 2 refrigerators. How many? See? They got 2. Young girls just got a freezer.
Young girls got the freezer.
You go over a seasoned woman's house, they got food out. You like a little kid in there eating. Seasoned women, I'm hungry too. I was just thinking that. Hold on, let me do some TikTok. I gotta do TikTok.
Now, Mark.
They be thinking they doing something.
Now you say that these women today is too much. Okay, wait a minute, hold on.
Okay.
You want to see more black women in movies?
Yes, why not? Yes. They got a brand new Ariel.
They got a new Ariel, yeah.
New Ariel. Queen Latifah, they doing a new version of...
was it Frozen?
Frozen, yeah. A black version of Frozen. They called it yes.
Yeah,
they called it freezing.
They call it freezing.
A little black girl get her heat turned out. Based on a true story in Detroit. I want to see more black women in horror movies.
In a horror movie?
Imagine that. Get out. No, you get out. Let me call you right back. He tripping. No, I can all... You can't tell no black woman. I see dead people. Don't be telling people you see no damn dead people. You're going to have the school board up here. Go ask them where they put their money.
So, Mark, are you...
See, seasoned women get them hot flashes. You go over a seasoned woman's house, it'd be 30 degrees in there. What is going on? I have my room.
Now, Mark...
Can I have a blanket?
Oh, gosh.
I'm having a hot flash.
I heard, Mark Curry, that you are fed up with flying.
Flying? Well, we fly now. I'm on tour. And look how much we fly.
Yes,
we fly so much, it's incredible. I like the cheap airlines. I ain't gonna say the name, but the pilot got off before I did. I ain't never seen that. I'm like, should I go? Scared me. Flight attendant had a limp. I ain't never seen a flight attendant with a limp. What is this? But check it out. But when it was turbulent, she was the only one walking straight. I was like, put your seat up. Put your seat up, please. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
And black people, I think black people should have an express line because we have no history of hijacking a plane through TSA. Am I right? Am I right? Thank you, brother. I mean, we do. Because we ain't gonna hijack nothing we can't drive, first of all. We hijack it. We want to take it back to the neighborhood and show it all. That's what Whoa, do that. Make a dip that. Do that, whoa. He's doing that town business. Throw some peanuts out. He throwing peanuts out.
I'm gonna say this right now. If somebody don't give Mark Curry a show right now, give him a yes, Mark. Thank you for being here. You can catch Mark Curry and Cat Williams' World War III tour. For info and dates, go to SherriShowTV.com. Give him a sitcom. We'll be right back. Quiz my audience on what the kids are saying today. I am here with Jawanda from Texas.
That's me.
All right, Jawanda. Here we go, girl. So the phrase is full send, and I'm gonna use it in a sentence. It's Halloween weekend. We're going full send at the bar tonight. So is it A, sending risky texts to our sneaky links, B, partying hard without fear of the consequences, or C, wearing matching costumes at the bar? What's the answer?
C. Wearing matching costumes?
No, I'm sorry, Mama. I'm so sorry. Okay. All right. Let me see. Do we have somebody else? Okay. Now, this is our next player. Hey, Rhonda. This is Rhonda from New Orleans. So the next phrase is hit a lick, all right? I'm using it in a sentence. Okay. Joey made $500 off that phone. He scored last night. That man hit a lick. Is it A, hit a stranger for licking his phone? B, made a quick $500 from selling a phone he found? Or C, made $500 for hitting a stranger who licked his phone?
Look, B.
B. Yes, girl. Yes. Okay. Here comes our next player. Hey, Deborah.
Sherri.
This is Deborah from Connecticut. So the last phrase is drive the boat. I'm going to use it in a sentence. The wedding reception has an open bar. Guess who's ready to drive the boat? Is it taking shots all night? Or B, steering the yacht into the dock? Or C, seasick on a party boat?
A.
Hey, girl. Thank you all for playing. So you are all going home with a $100 gift card to Stop and Shop. We'll be right back. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I am here with Elizabeth from New Jersey. Elizabeth, tell me something good.
28 years ago, I was in the bathroom, taking a shower, checked my breasts, and found a lump. I have 4 sisters who's in the medical field, and they insisted that I go get my breast checked. Went to the doctor. They told me I would have to have a biopsy done. After they did the biopsy on Saturday, and on Monday, they called me in and said, you have breast cancer. We have to remove your breasts. Don't worry, everything's gonna be okay. My breast was removed, and there was 2 dirty lymph nodes. And at that point, they said that you're gonna have to have chemotherapy. So, went for chemotherapy. My veins start collapsing. So they said we have to put a cataport in. It was supposed to be a 1-day procedure. I started bleeding internally, wind up being in the hospital for 7 days. But through all of the faith and the hope, God is awesome. I am a 28-year
Yes! You know what? I want to say, Elizabeth, thank you so much for sharing your story. We are giving you a $250 gift card so you can treat.
Thank you!
My love life?
Yeah.
Healthy and hearty.
There we go. I hope something on today's show put a smile on your face. We got another great show tomorrow because the stars of the Broadway show, Top Dog, Underdog, will be here.
Woo-hoo.
But until then, be intentional about having a good time. Bye-bye. Go see Lunel.
Nice.